Hi, come on in. Today I am having a look at the highlights of my 2024 and I'm having a look again at what's coming up in my crochet business for 2025, as well as something big that I've been working on that I'm revealing today. So let's get right into it. So for those of you that's not been here before, my name is Caroline. This is Caro-stitched, where I talk about all sorts of things crochet, as well as have tutorials and various other things. For those of you that have been here before, thank you for joining me again. I'm really pleased that you're sticking with me. Now, I know that my review is out of probably a lot later, is what a lot of people say, but I've been working on something big over this sort of quieter period of time, so that's why it's been a little bit delayed. So let's just have a look at what went on in 2024. So in 2024, Caro-stitched itself was born, and it was been a dream of mine for a long time, but there was many other things that took precedent over it, my work and everything else. And obviously, sometimes it's having that nerve to just take that step, take that plunge and decide that that's what you're going to do. 2024 sort of shaped that a bit for me. It was a difficult year in some ways, but also positive in others. So right at the beginning of 2024 in March, our family suffered a couple of losses that we didn't expect to happen. And it was really tough on everybody. Losing loved ones is always hard. And those being so unexpected and so close to us was very, very difficult and very tough on us. And at the same time, I was going through cancer diagnosis and then later on treatment. So it was a tough beginning to our year. But as the year went on, and obviously I had my cancer treatment, an op in the middle of the year, and then in August my radiotherapy. But really, with everything happening, it gave me the inspiration and the motivation to start Caro-stitched. So, as I say, it was something I'd always wanted to do, but I'd never gathered either the courage to take that step or the motivation before that to actually start it. Now, I do feel that I had my sister in my ear. She was in the back of my head telling me, what you have to lose. This is something you want to do, just go for it. What you got to lose? And so I did. As I say, I'd always wanted to start my own business, and to be able to put that together with my love of crochet was something that I'd always wanted to do. And what better time to do it than in the middle of cancer treatment? But honestly, it really was the best time for me to start it. It helped to form a distraction and redirect my thoughts into something else completely. When obviously going through treatments such as cancer treatment and obviously the losses we'd had and so on, I felt like nothing was in my control. It was all happening to me and there was nothing that I could do. Being able to have this business really made such a difference to me. I could pour my energy, what I had left of it, into something positive, into creating something that was for my future and something I could control and direct. And it really helped. I think, as everybody who crochets knows, crochet is brilliant for any sort of mental health issues. And for myself, obviously, last year was, as I say, really tough. I did feel totally out of control. My brain was never stopping. I couldn't sleep. So many things were going on. Crochet really helps with all of those. I do actually have another video out about that, which I will link in the description for you and put a link at the end up for you if you do want to watch it. And just goes in a bit more detail. I don't want to make this too long a video. But I find that crochet itself really, really helped me with that mental health, helps me to de-stress that little bit. And as I say, focusing my energies into the business, feeling like I was building something I had a bit of control over, something positive. And it's been such a good thing for myself. So going into what we've been doing with the business. So obviously, to start with, it was finding out what crochet wise could work. So you are crocheting lots of different things. I was using different wools to try different, say, hats or whatever it might be, to see what worked the best. I was obviously testing things for the length of time it took to crochet to see whether it was viable to put up for sale, because there's no point in me doing something that's going to take 20 hours. There's no way that somebody is going to pay me sort of £200-300 for an item. It's just not going to happen, and I wouldn't expect it to. So therefore, I needed some things that I could crochet up reasonably quickly, but would still be the quality that I want them to be. And that's really important. And again, the materials that go into it is really important. So it was looking at different wools, seeing what worked nicely. I have baby bear hats, which actually isn't up at the minute, but they will be very soon. That I've been making, that obviously I tested, I think, maybe 5 different wools for, and then I got my family to have a look at them, to feel them, to see what they liked best, and luckily they all agreed with what I thought too, so that really worked out well. It shows that it was the best wool for me to make them with, so that helps me to decide. And that's the beauty of having extra family around. They can always help you to make decisions, just in case, because sometimes what you think isn't maybe always what other people will agree with. So it's nice to have those extra opinions. So that was the basis to begin with, was finding things that I could put up for sale that was going to work for me, for my crochet side of the business. Then obviously I came to YouTube itself, and I started this back at the end of June, right at the end. I've loved the milestones as I've reached them, the 100, the 250. I haven't quite reached my 500 yet. I have 343 subscribers as of today, and I am delighted with that. It is absolutely brilliant. But each person who subscribes, I celebrate, because I think it's absolutely lovely. Obviously, as time goes on, if you get more, maybe that will not happen. But I look every day and I'm going, oh, I've got somebody else subscribed to me. And it's not for those numbers, it's because that means that somebody else is enjoying what I do. Somebody else is joining my community, and that's really what it's all about. Now, I had setback later on in the year. Things were going along really quickly. I was getting a lot more subscribers happening. And then I hurt my shoulder. And I sprained it and was unable to really use it for quite a while. And reflecting on that, I should have just carried on putting up videos and not worried about it. People would understand, things happen. But I like to try and make things perfect. And I think that that's something that I've really taken away from last year. And I decided I was going to do Vlogmas. And that, I think, is where I learned that lesson completely. Love doing Vlogmas, but it's a lot of work. And I've learned so much while doing it, because you're putting up a video every day. And if anybody has done videoing and editing, they know it takes a lot of time in a day. But I decided to go that little step further. I made an item every day to go on in my Christmas corner, which I think turned out really well. But it took a lot of time. I had to produce that item, then make the video, and also edit it and get it up the same day. And that took a lot of time and effort. But I learned so much, especially about the editing side as well. And I really, really enjoyed that. And I can take that forward with me into other videos that I do. Obviously, lots of different projects that I did for that too. So that also helps, because I'm looking at all those different projects. I really enjoyed being able to recommend different artists to yourself, different people that had produced these items, so that you could go and have a look at what they did too. And I think that's a lovely thing to be able to do. It really helps in this community to promote each other as well. And there's some wonderful people out there with the things that they make. So I think at the end of that, I was totally exhausted. However, it was really, really well worth doing. So enjoyed it, learned a lot from it for myself, and hopefully gave some good content to everybody else. But obviously, after having completed Vlogmas, I've been able to have that time off with the family and just reflect on the whole journey and on where I want to take the business in the new year, in this year, 2025. I have to remember it is 2025 now. So for YouTube itself, I'm hoping to obviously develop what I'm doing, develop a bit more in my own style. I am just very much me, as I say, and I think, as I say, Vlogmas has really helped that to come out a little bit more. I think I was nervous before to maybe just to show me so much, and Vlogmas, because you're doing one every day, really helped me to get that little bit more comfortable with just being me. So what I'd really like is to develop that interaction and involvement between us that little bit more this year, and to see that community develop and grow. I'd like to give a quick shout out to somebody who has really helped me as well. So Kim King, who is a subscriber here, has commented on, I think, just about every Vlogmas I put out, and that has been such a help to myself because it just helps to motivate, keep you going. There's somebody there that is really appreciating what you're doing. So obviously, again, I will have more tutorials coming out, and I do like my quick and easy projects because I know that we've all got busy lives, we've got things that we're trying to do. So I do try to develop things that are quite quick to do, but still look good, because that's what's important. I will have maybe some longer projects coming out, but I do like my quick and easy ones. As I say, people are busy. It's a nice way to get into crocheting as well, to have something quick and easy that you can see that you've got a completed project at the end of it, which helps you to continue going. So my Hooked Hangout Crochet podcast will be starting again regularly this year, so that way we can have that time together. I do enjoy spending that time with you, and it'd be really nice just to get that up and going regularly. And also for Instagram, I'm afraid that one has just not really happened for me this year. So it's something that I mean to get going that little bit better. I do have a link for that again in my description if you'd like to join me on there and hold me to account, because I'm hoping to have 3 a week out, 3 reels a week out on that, and some extra stories in between. So you can follow me and keep me honest with that one, and hold me to account if I'm not putting up regularly. I really would appreciate your support on there as well. So, to my big reveal, to what I've been working on, to something that I've been beavering on in the last week or two. I had been started this earlier on the end of last year, but hadn't got it to where I wanted it to be. So I've really sort of been working on it in this time off that I've had, just to get it to where it needs to be, because it's something I've really wanted to do. So what is it? Well, it is Shopify. So I've got my own shop now on Shopify, and I will put the link in the description below and you'll be able to go and see it. Now, I've still got lots more things that need to go up. As I say, things like my baby bear hats. I've got some beanie hats for men to go up there, and a number of other things too. However, I will have things on there that will be things that can be ordered. So there will be I will make them as they come in, so made to order items. So there's things such as baby hats and adults hats. There will be various. I've got a set up for newborns, so a nice little set. Put a picture there for newborns going up there. Baby showers would be a nice present for as well. But I'm not going to do every item as a made to order item, because obviously if I get flooded with orders, I am the only person that's going to be crocheting them. So therefore I need to be able to keep up with what's coming in. I have lots of coasters up as well, and those will keep expanding because I do love my coasters. I think I'm going to become the coaster queen, but I do love them, and I love the variety that you can get. But I will also have other items that will come up that I will put on, because I love making things. I enjoy trying different things. I enjoy trying different stitches. I just love crocheting, really. So there will be other items that I will be working on that will be coming out for sale on in my shop, which would just be things one of a kind, something that I've done as a one of a kind that will be going up. And possibly those things will be featuring on the Hooked Hangout, so you would know what they were before they ever got there. But they will be coming up in the shop as well, but as one of a kind. So things like blankets and things like that I will make, but that will be in my own time, and then I will just put them up if they're not already been earmarked by somebody else. That was my big reveal, my shop, my thing that I've been working on and beefing on in the background, and I am so proud of how it's turned out. Please do have a look, see what you think. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my new shop and how it looks. And if you feel I need to add anything to it, please let me know. And suggestions too for projects that I could work on for 2025. I would love that as well. Now, I do have lots of other ideas buzzing around my head, but I don't want to make this video too long. So as things come to completion in 2025, if I do go down a certain road, if I do certain things, I will obviously let you know. Probably the Hooked Hangout will be a good place for me to let you know these things. But I'm also going to do a little update, I think every couple of weeks or so, just a little business update where I can reveal these things to you as well, because I've got so many things and ideas in my head as to what I would like to do, but I don't want to be telling you about them too much before they actually happen, because I don't know when they're going to be happening. So I will be doing an update every couple of weeks. I'll let you know how the channel is going, how Instagram is going, how my business is going, just the generalities, new things I've got coming in. You can hold me to account with the things I haven't done that I said I was going to do, and so on. And just comments from yourself to let me know those things that you think I can improve on, or things that you think I can do, or things that you're enjoying would be really lovely. And I've decided I'll do different videos too on suggestions for projects that you can do. I've really enjoyed my Vlogmas where I made lots of different items and looked at different items from different makers and really enjoyed that. So I thought I'd maybe do some recommendations to yourself, because I found so many different things that I would like to try myself, and I thought it would be nice to actually put that out for you too. So I will have one or two of those going up in there as well as just some behind the scenes ones. I'm hoping to get a little bit more comfortable with doing that little bit more vloggy items for you to be able to see too. So I think all in all, try to get my own style, that little bit my own thing going, and that's where my 2025 will be leading. So I have so many ideas buzzing around my head with things that I want to share with you. So excited to share them all with you. But I don't want this turning into a long rambly video. So I am excited for 2025, excited for where it's going to lead me, excited for where this community is going to lead us. I will link that video for you that I mentioned earlier here. My new Shopify shop will be linked in the description down below, as well as the video. And really, all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me and keeping me company, and I'll hope to see you again in the future.